You have made such an impact on this person emotionally with the moon. This is somebody who feels very drawn to you, very much under your spell. This is somebody, it feels like, that is searching for the right words in order to express kind of like how much you mean to them. This may be somebody that is trying to very consciously use like deep and intense eye contact between the two of you to express a lot of things that words simply fail to capture, or they're struggling to find the right words, and so they're trying to use like body language and subtle cues and indicators in order to let you know like they are completely captivated by you, they are completely mesmerized by you, they are very drawn to you, drawn to your presence, very attracted to you. But it goes far beyond just kind of like sexual desire, physical attraction, liking you as a person. This is somebody that is like energetically drawn to your presence. You are sitting, at least in their mind, in a very kind of like full feminine energy. You've got that full essence of receptivity going on at this time. And this is definitely somebody that has been kind of like pulled into that. They have been magnetized into that. There's a sense of them almost feeling kind of powerless over this pull towards you. Like they couldn't look away if they tried. They can't look away for long. This is somebody that definitely looks forward to, like if you post things on social media, they look forward to that. They kind of like look at the clock and it's like, okay, around this time you put something up, I'm looking forward to that. Or every time they get like a notification, that you've posted something, they're right there, getting on the phone to see what that is. This is somebody that it feels like if you like text back and forth with one another or you chat back and forth, they don't want to like wait for a period of time to like respond. They don't want to follow sort of like modern social cues and etiquette, like, oh, I can't just appear too eager, I can't like say something right away. Like they don't care about that. It's like, no, I will be that quick responder. I will be that quick texter. I will be that double texter so that you have like no shadow of a doubt that I am really into you. I am really wanting to get to know you more. I'm really wanting to express my admiration to you, not just in the words that I say, but through like actions that I take that lets you know that I am eager and enthusiastic to dive in even deeper to this experience that is happening between the two of us. Yeah, we've also got the Knight of Cups. So this is somebody that wants to be very like chivalrous. You may be kind of like giving off this vibe of Miss Independent, Mr. Independent, and this is something where this person's like, yeah, I know that you can like do things on your own. I know you can take care of yourself. I know you got a lot going on for you. You feel very aligned in your life, or you're putting off this very confident vibe. But this is also somebody that wants to kind of lift you up beyond that place of like hyper independence. This is somebody that wants to sort of like take burdens off your plate, help you relax, help you ease into the reality that they really want to kind of like serve in this situation, bring you, this kind of abundance of emotion, compliments, again, like deep eye contact, a very kind of like attentive energy on their part, so that you know that you are like very much seen by this person, you are very much appreciated by this person. They like everything that you have going on. They like your vibe, they like your appearance, they like the way that you carry yourself, they love the effect that you are having upon them as well. Where this is something that they easily are kind of like, I will shed all of this armor and sort of, adjust how I usually move in love and romantic partnerships. I will do whatever it takes in order to make you understand that like I'm prioritizing this situation with us. I want to ascend beyond like our current experience with one another. I want to dive in deeper. I want to, explore all of those kind of like cheesy layers of romance, those cliche layers of romance, and also kind of like deeper fantasies and desires that we may have had for like romance, connection, partnership with other people that we either hadn't been comfortable enough exploring within others, or there hadn't been like the proper, sort of like attraction or draw to kind of like move very decisively, very kind of like deeply, sort of like going from point 1 to point 10, like that kind of a thing, skipping a lot of steps in the middle. This is not somebody that wants to walk on eggshells, wants to take their time. This is somebody that is like, they might normally be kind of cautious with where they give their attention or who they give their heart to, but there's just something about you that, again, is like making this person want to open up. Feels like they're under your spell. And this isn't even somebody that's like, hey, did you do something weird? Like, why am I so fascinated by you? It's just your vibe. It's just everything about you. This person is like, yeah, this just feels right. This is exactly what I needed to kind of get me out of my comfort zone at this particular point in time. Yes, I believe in this magic that is happening between the two of us, this magic between our heart space. What is happening energetically is kind of like plucking me out of my ordinary existence, out of my mundane reality, and it's putting me like in a very stable kind of like possibility of fantasy land. Not that it's something, you know, that would be ungrounded or delusional, but there's almost something where these kind of very rich or sensual energies, this desire between the two of you, it gives this person a lot to work with in terms of getting very creative about their romantic expressions, their romantic gestures, action steps that they want to take, acts of devotion, ways in which they want to really celebrate you, or almost like shout from the rooftops the fact like, I'm here, I'm interested in you, I'm looking at you, you know, I'm trying to pour my heart out, I am wanting to, you know, express myself to you, I am wanting to let you know that you are desired. Like, if you don't feel completely desired, completely celebrated, completely seen by anybody else, I'm your biggest fan. I am that person that will bring that forth to you in a very creative way, in a deep way, in a way that will satisfy, hopefully, like so many of your needs, wants, and desires that previous partners or previous people you were like getting to know that might have been timid, or they brought a lot of emotional baggage to the table, or they just weren't the kind of person that was able to, you know, kind of tap into their emotions and express those things out. Like, they weren't very emotionally involved. I want to let you know that I'm somebody who's cut from a different cloth. I am different from the rest, and anything that I don't know how to do, I will learn very quickly in the interest of kind of like pouring forth to you in this emotional way, because you've had a very profound effect upon them emotionally. And this is somebody that definitely likes that. They want to experience more of that. They want to see what that can lead to. We also have the Page of Pentacles. So this person is like super protective over you, maybe even kind of jealous at the potential of like other suitors, possibilities that there could be other people you're talking to, or people that they've noticed or seen are like giving attention to you. This is somebody that wants to kind of like lock it in with you. They want to kind of make things more official, make it more obvious, you know, make those kind of expressions to you so that you understand this isn't somebody that's just playing around. This isn't somebody that doesn't know what they want as far as the circumstance is concerned, or you are concerned. This is someone that is very determined to, you know, kind of push forward from where you are at this point in time to something where it's like there can be exclusivity between the two of you, where there is a mutual understanding of like, I'm really, really into you. You have awakened something within my emotional body, something within my heart space, and I like it. I want to give of that to you. I want to exchange from that deeper space. I want to, you know, be the best lover that you have ever had. I want to be the best person in partnership that you've ever had. I want to be one of the best people that you have ever met. Like, this is somebody that might even at this point in time be looking at themselves and like, what are some improvements that I can make? How can I kind of spruce myself up? How can I kind of improve little things? Maybe this is somebody that started going to the gym. They started working out. This is somebody that is kind of like taking themselves on like a health kick. They're changing certain habits, certain kind of like things they got going on in their lifestyle. You know, for some, they're kind of even like changing the way in which they live, like their house, like physically, kind of the idea of, okay, if I bring you home, if you come over, I don't want you to sort of see how I've been living, or I don't want it to appear totally like, you know, I'm just sort of a careless person, or it's like a bachelor pad, or you know, if this is like a female, like a lady, sort of like, okay, maybe I ought to put my makeup and my hair accessories away instead of just like leaving those out everywhere. Maybe I'd better put the clothes back in the closet instead of just having everything I've tried on strewn across the floor. Whatever that looks like for your situation, this person is definitely kind of like considering more steps between the two of you, romance, closeness, and kind of like bringing you more into their world in some sort of way, having these expressions with you, and that leading to like more experiences face to face in real time with one another. Okay, so we have the Tower. This person wants to make some kind of like grand gesture of love. This is something that, again, this is somebody that wants to like shout from the rooftops. This is somebody that is like, make no mistake, I am here. My heart is wide open. You have my undivided attention. I am singularly focused upon you. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what obstacles stand in the way. I need you to understand that my heart only sees you. My body only responds to you. My soul is like powerfully drawn to you. Like you're pulling this person in like a magnet. They're like, I cannot fight this. I cannot fight this current. I don't want to fight this. And rather than kind of just, looking at this as a process of, well, I guess I'm helpless. I guess I'm just kind of, under your thumb. I'm just wrapped around your finger. Just do what you will with me. Although this is somebody that is very like agreeable to kind of like, what do you need me to do in order to, make you comfortable to open up or to trust me? Like, what do I have to do in order to prove to you that I'm serious, that I'm for real, that this is a situation worth your while? This is somebody that wants to kind of take things to the next level in a way that might surprise you. So this could be, again, like a bold declaration of love, something that kind of unleashes that passion that they are like holding inside on their end of the equation, so that you are not confused, that this is not somebody who's coming in to just kind of breadcrumb. This is not somebody who's coming in and they want to just have this sort of like back and forth. This is not the kind of person that wants to come in and like waste your time, because you're sitting in this very like powerful energy, this very like rich feminine energy, and they know that they must approach almost like with gifts or with the intention of follow through. There's a sense that I need to come with like a high value experience that is possible, or at least a willingness inside of myself to open up to the possibilities of whatever will happen between the two of us. Not from a place of fear, but from a place of willingness to be brought outside of my comfort zone, or to deliberately take us both steps beyond our own comfort zone, so that we can experience kind of the utmost of fulfillment in this situation between the two of us on many levels. The idea of that deeply excites this person. They look forward to that. They look forward to kind of like showcasing their skills, showcasing their ability to kind of like wine and dine or romance you, or in some sort of way like make an expression that it feels like would be very memorable to you forever. Like regardless of what happens, you're going to remember kind of like how this person expresses themselves, how they put themselves out there, how they let these intentions be known to you. We also have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so if there is competition, if there's other suitors, or if this is something where this person is like, yeah, you're looking really good right now, certainly, you've got options, or, maybe they've been out and about with you, they've seen you out and about, they've seen the way other people respond, they've seen the way other people look, you got a lot of eyes on you, or it's just a matter of time before you have a lot of eyes on you. This is somebody that is like gearing up to that challenge. They want to be number one. They want to be kind of like the center place within your heart. You hold a very central spot within their heart. They put you a little bit up on a pedestal, but it feels like it's very good that that is happening, because it's motivating this person to not be sort of just like low effort. This is something where it's like, I've got to do the most. I've got to impress this person. I've got to outshine anybody else that might think they're going to vie for you, the viewer's attention. I have to make sure that the way I'm presenting myself, I am the best possible option for you, hands down. This is somebody, it feels like, again, they may be doing things to kind of like, work out, kind of improve their physique, improve their state of mind, kind of like clear out the clutter in their life in a lot of different ways, so that they are bringing themselves to you in this kind of like romantic expression, or sort of following that pull towards you, and that they know they have like a lot to offer, or more to offer than they may feel is the case at this point in time. And we also have Justice. Yeah, so this is something where it feels like it is inevitable that something more should happen between the two of you. But this is also somebody that knows, I can't just be passive. I can't just kind of like assume, oh, it's inevitable. Certainly one thing will lead to another. It's going to be us in the end. This is somebody that it feels like they're applying like a different sort of strategy. They almost want to be ruthless as far as like other competition is concerned, so that there is no possibility of somebody else kind of like getting in there, sort of like weaseling their way in, kind of like stealing your attention, stealing your heart, impressing you in some sort of way with like grand gestures of love or declarations of love, or maybe even kind of just like a casual approach. Feels like this person is very fearful that someone will just sort of like waltz in. They're just going to be very laid back, and it's going to, from their perspective, it's like you're not even doing anything. You're not even like saying anything. You're not even like making these efforts. You're not even like proclaiming these desires, and yet there's a fear of somebody like that like being bested by the competition, and it's just somebody that's acting very nonchalant. So in order to avoid that, the possibility of somebody that just kind of like swoops in and just kind of carries you off, like rides off into the sunset with you before this person has a chance to really like state their case, or make it known that it's like, hey, I'm here, I'm excited about this, like I want you, I need you to make no mistake that I am very like eager for what happens next between the two of us. This is something where it's like they're applying a very sort of shrewd strategy, getting very ruthless in terms of like other suitors that they may be aware of, or potential suitors. It's the idea of like anybody else out there that might be lurking, that might think for a second that they have the ability to kind of like come in and win your heart. This is somebody that wants to kind of like make it known to other people in various ways, like, no, that one's mine, I have my sights set on this person. Or there's a feeling of almost kind of like needing to sort of pick up the pace or continue to be very proactive in terms of like steps towards you, so they don't miss out on this opportunity. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.